Hello to everyone. I am Chidambaranathan, insurance investigator, working for public sector insurance companies for the last more than 30 years. I am also having some good experience in police department as an officer. I would just like to share you an scientific investigation in general insurance claims, one of the general insurance claims. In one personal accident claim, in my nearby Erode district, one lady claimed accidental death of her father for about 1 lakh. He is aged about 65. His father is a lorry cleaner and his son-in-law is a lorry driver. That is that claimant's husband. So one day, while they were on the way to some other district, they have to cross the railway level crossing at one junction. When they are crossing the railway level crossing in the midnight at about 1:30 a.m., his father-in-law requested the son-in-law to stop the vehicle to go to bathroom. So the vehicle was stopped after crossing the railway level crossing. The vehicle was parked on the left side and the elder man, that is father-in-law, crossing the road, and while he was sitting, another vehicle coming from opposite side dashed against him and ran away and speed away. That son-in-law, without taking any interest to safeguard the life of his father-in-law, turned the vehicle and chased away the vehicle who dashed against his uncle. After some time, he was unable to catch hold of the vehicle and returned. When he was returning at the scene of accident, he wrongly came on the right side and dashed against his father-in-law. There ends the matter and he succumbed to his injuries. The case was reported to the local police station, and the police investigation officer, without having any proper investigation, closed the case as the speed vehicle which involved in this accident has not detected, and it was a case closed as undetected. This lady's claim was entrusted to one investigator at that district, and it was he had after investigation submitted his report. That management is not interested, and due to the suspicion that whether the first vehicle dashed this old man or his son-in-law has voluntarily made an accident and claim for this. So it was entrusted to me again, and I went to the scene of accident and I came to know that the accident was genuine, but I am unable to detect whether it was the first vehicle or the second vehicle. There was no eyewitnesses at all, as it was midnight and no one was residing in the nearby area. So I went to the claimant's husband and made enquiries. While making an enquiry, he challenged that if the claim is not settled, he has to spend 5,000 rupees. It means that he made an accident against me and he want to put an end to my life. That is the meaning. Since his father was a retired police officer. So this was the case. And he was threatening like that, and I was having some other threatenings like this subsequently. Then I took it as a challenge, and I consulted so many senior police officers and as well as senior advocates. One of my friends suggested me that you have to verify all the claim records. While doing so, I found that in the claim form, that is, it is in the claim proposal form, insurance proposal form, instead of making a signature, that man made a left thumb impression as a proposer. So it has some curiosity, and I told the management that the signature, instead of the signature, the thumb impression may not be belongs to the deceased. Then the management asked me, how you are going to prove it as he was a deceased. So with a strong painful efforts, I make an inquiry for more than 2 to 3 days, and finally I found that that deceased sold some land, and it was some income tax may be paid for this selling. So with great difficulty, I got a receipt from the income department for the payment of fee to the department, wherein I have found a thumb impression attested by a medical officer. So it's a genuine document. With the hard efforts and request, I obtained the document and consulted the local district fingerprint bureau department. They, as I was a police officer, they obliged and unofficially confirmed that these two signatures found in the insurance proposal form and in the document given by the municipal authority, income tax is deferred. So the two persons are it belongs to two persons, not in the deceased. So there it ends the matter. But I again have a suspicion that the single digit bureau unable to give any proof from them. So I took the matter to the state fingerprint bureau at Chennai and requested the officials, and finally with the consent of director, he obliged and encouraged me to do the investigation, and he instructed the superintendent of police fingerprint bureau to do as a special case, as normally this verification of fingerprints are done only for the police and as per the orders of judicial courts. So with much difficulty I got the orders, and they have given, after verification scientifically and technically, they have given a certificate that two fingerprints, which is one in the proposal form and in the original receipt given to the income tax department is deferred. So it is proved that the proposal form is not signed or put thumb impression by the deceased. So as per the law, the insurance contract is valid. There ends the matter for the claim. But I again have the suspicion that for this purpose, that the claimant could have made some other arrangements and made some other claims. So I searched in some other offices. There in office, the same claimant filed 5 lakhs, and in another company for 3 lakhs, and in another company 2 lakhs, and in LIC about 3 lakhs. So altogether the claim amount goes to 15 lakhs. So after having thorough investigation, I scientifically proved that all the claims are fabricated by one person. In this interesting case, that the proposal given to all these companies within 3 days, in the same day, prior to 1 week before the death of the deceased. So it was scientifically proved, and all the claims are repudiated. So this is one among the fullest job satisfaction of mine, and all the claims are repudiated only on the basis of scientific investigation. Thank you.